Why? That's the same thing we're on, man. You think Paul was on this thing like, oh, he loves the whole, everybody for the Gentiles, bro? Paul said about the, let's not be any fornicator or profane person as you Edomites, man. For one morsel of milk, for one morsel of meat, man. You sold your birthright. This ain't for you, man. The promises and the hope is for Israel. That's who I'm out here to save, man.
That's right.
That's who I'm out here to teach for, to preach for, man. That's why you were saying, oh, a so-called white man ain't coming up here saying, yeah, I'm coming up here to save the so-called black people, to bring them out of slavery, man. They laugh at our slavery, man. Alright? They're lofty at our oppression, man. The whole Tottenham Hotspurs came down here, we showed them our oppression, they started to laugh at your ancestors, bro. They don't care about you, damn, your child being in care, or your children going into foster care, or you selling drugs, or you getting into jail, or your daughter's becoming a whore. Right? Ending up on the OnlyFans, man. Or on the TikTok challenges, man. They don't care, man. They'll give her money, they'll give him money, right? For what? For your son being a drug dealer or a bad man, doing drill music, gunning down the roads, man. They don't care about us. Who's gonna care about us then, man? The daddies have to come and raise up their children, bro.
Come, King. One precept.
The daddies have to raise up the children and bring their wives into order. That's what we have to do. But we use the Bible to do that. We don't use no gangster mentality, bro. Right, we use the Bible to do that. Right, read, bro.
Verse 30, Acts 21 and verse 33. Then the chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains.
2 chains, man. like a 2 chains, man. With 2 chains. That's how Paul went through things, man. Read.
And demanded who he was.
Who are you? Go to,
Done.
yeah, go to verse. Go to the verse 38.
38. Art thou not that Egyptian which before these days made us an uproar?
So yeah, you look like an Egyptian, man. Like how Moses looked like an Egyptian, man. He got mistaken, but he's like, no. I'm different to the Egyptians, man. Give me that in Exodus 11 and 7, please. You're holding things, isn't it?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. And it reads, but against the children of Slakia, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord Yahweh put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Between who?
Between the Egyptians and Israel.
There's a big difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites, man. A very big difference, man.
Acts 21:38. Art not thou the Egyptian which before these days made an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? But Paul said, I am a man which am a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Sicilia.
Yeah, so look, Paul himself was a Jew that lived in a Gentile end, man. He lived in a Gentile end. So Paul can go and talk to the Gentiles, man. Because he was a Pharisee when he was in his youth. We read that earlier. When he was young, he was a strict Pharisee. He knew the scribes. He was a philosopher with the scriptures, man. Read.
But Paul said, I am a man which am of Tarsus, a Jew of Tarsus, a city in Sicilia, a citizen of no mean city, and I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you suffer me to speak unto the people, man. And this is what he was saying. Give me that, the Gentiles, the Jews and the Gentiles, right? Not understanding. Give me Romans 9 and 120. Where it says, yeah, there we go.
18.
Yeah, 20. I think it's 21. Yeah, that's
Slakia. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9. I'll start from 23.
No, verse 24.
God. Verse 24. Even us whom he called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
And that's what he was saying, right? Not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles. That's why we read it. Are we ever going to find him? is we're going to find him of the dispersed of the Gentiles among the Gentiles. Right? The dispersed of the Gentiles, meaning our people that have become gone on to idols, man. As it says in Hosea, read it.
Even unto us whom he have called, not of the Jews, but also of the Gentiles. As he say in OC,
Hosea.
I will call them my people, which were not my people.
So what?
Which were not my people, and her beloved, which was not beloved.
Yeah, so look, man. He actually said these are not my people. Many times in the scriptures, he even called them other nations. He called Israelites Assyrians. He called Israelites Egyptians. You know what I mean? He says, my people Egypt. He actually said these guys are I like them so much, my people. You guys are just like Egypt, man. So look, we gotta read that, man. Go to the book of Jeremiah. Go to verse. It says, go to Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 15. Jeremiah 6:15. Let's see how the Israelites were moving, man.
This is Jeremiah 6 and verse 15. What? Yeah?
7. Select
This
it.
is
Yeah, 7.
Jeremiah 7 and verse 15. And
Why are you laughing? What are you sniggering at? You've never seen black men read the Bible before. Well, these black men, now they know they're the Israelites, and you better be scared, man. Dreadful sound is in their ears, man. Read.
Jeremiah 7 and verse 15. And I will cast you out of my sight, as I have cast out all your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim.
I'm going to start at 14. You know what? The point is more higher still, for real.
Verse 14. Therefore will I do unto this house, which is called by my name.
Which is what?
Which is called by my name.
This is what he's going to do to the house which is called by his name.
Wherein ye trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. And I will cast you out of my sight, as I have cast out all your brethren, even the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore pray not thou for this people.
What?
Pray not thou for this people.
That's why the Bible literally says, turn the other cheek. Alright, love thine enemy, man. It's talking about one from among thy brethren, man. It's not talking about they'll say, abhor not an Edomite though, innit? They'll run to that scripture, innit? Abhor not an Egyptian, abhor not an Edomite. Alright? Read.
Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up cry, nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee.
So that's what the Most High is saying. He weren't going to listen to you at that time. That time is like, nah, I don't want to know about those guys. Alright, that's why they had to end up going where? Into Asteros, isn't it? Arsaris. They ended up going to the Western Hemisphere, man. They went into Babylon. Right? They went into Babylon the Great, man. And it's got chastised by all of the Colombians and Columbus, I should say. Chastised by Columbus, the Spanish and the British and the Dutch and the French. Everyone that went over there had a little tickle, wasn't it? Fire and
Brimstone.
fire, man. Short team. Alright, yeah, that's what we was. You know what? As soon as we say Sodomites come out, you know. The Most High brings it to us.
Let me chat to you for a second, King. 1 minute, man. For your brothers, no?
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. It's all good. That's his lot, man. That's what he likes. That's how we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna just cry aloud to the winds, and if they hear, they come. If they come, they come, man. All praises, man. So yeah, that's what we'll say, man. Don't pray for this people. Don't pray for the Northern Kingdom, Jews and Gentiles. But now, those which are my people, you have to bring them in. We have to, man. That's why it says, go and preach this word unto all the nations. Why we go and preach it to all the nations? Because there are Jews amongst these Gentiles. There's tares and there's wheat among the tares. So we got to get the wheat. He's going to choose who the right ones are, man. You got it. You bring it.
Yes, Esau, you alright, mate? Right, Esau.
Get Hosea now. Get Hosea. 5:17. 5:17. No, that's what we needed. We needed the part where, right? Don't pray for them. Why we not went to pray for them? Because they was going way off. We're gonna show you. Get 7 and 8. Yeah.
This is Hosea 7 and verse 8. Ephraim have mixed himself. He have mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned.
He's mixed himself among the people, man. Ephraim has done a mad thing. He's gone and dwindled with them, dealt with idols.
Verse 8, Salakia, Hosea 8 and verse 11. Because Ephraim have made many altars to sin, altars shall be unto him to sin.
That's 8 as well. They've made many altars, man, and that's what you got with the Northern Kingdom. What do? They do with all of that Saturnalia worship, man. They build the altars and they go to the graveyards. I don't even know how to say, bro. They go to the graveyards and they start doing the painting, the face painting. Especially the Mexicans, like the Halloween old thing. The Day of the Dead, the Halloween thing, yeah. The 31st of October. Where they'll go and it's a mad thing, man. That's why when you're watching, what's his name, the guy with the guitar and it turns into the gun and that. The Zorro guy, man. Antero Banderas, yeah. Desperados, man. You see them films, they see some mad witchcraft and wizardry and obia, man. Then people love it, bro. You're thinking it's that's only a Haitian thing, or that's only a Jamaica or Ghana thing, or not. It's all over us, man. We got the damn witches and wizards amongst Israel, man. And it's all over us, man. Go on, read.
Hosea 8 and verse 8. Israel is swallowed up, now shall they be among the Gentiles.
Now shall they what?
Now shall they be among the Gentiles.
There you go. Israel is swallowed up, and that's why we got the Jews or Judah and Israel. Israel meaning Ephraim, the northern kingdom that we was told not to pray for. That's why Paul was saying, I was straight, I was a sect, I was in a straight sect, like a sector, only dealing with the southern kingdom. We was told not to deal with the northern kingdom because what they was reading Jeremiah, they was reading Hosea, they was finding out why they can't be dealing with them northern kingdom guys, because they're gonna do what? Try and bring the other nations' gods over and bring them around into the temple that they built.
Come.
Yeah, yo, come, let's go to the temple. They're like, okay, and they're gonna bring the damn Hail Mary thing. They're gonna bring the beads thing. You know what I mean? They're gonna bring all them other gods that we don't deal with. And we're like, wait, you're our people, but you're bringing in your gods. Well, come on. This ain't that sort of altar, man. And that's what they do, man. Go on.
Verse 8. Hosea 8 and 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
And the Most High had no pleasure in that, because remember the first commandment is thou shalt have no other gods before him, man. But that's not the first commandment. That's the first. That's the 10. That's the first of the 10 commandments. But yeah, the first commandment is like love your brother, man. You know what I mean? Like don't kill, innit? Thou shalt not kill. But what's it? Obey. That's the first command. Really is to obey. Simple and plain. Obedience is better than the sacrifice, man. Look, Gentiles. Anyone got more in the Gentiles? Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Paul was only going to speak to Israelites throughout all the verses, man. Go to Galatians, you can go to Ephesians, James, Timothy. All of it is only about talking to the Gentiles. 10 and 1. Israelites, yeah?
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 11. It says, wherefore remember that ye being in times past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
So in the past, That's so good. Are you good? Okay, come bro. 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes, man. No, that's still good. I like the way you said, go on, go. Yeah, do it with your brothers. Good, P. Good. So what's your name, bro? Philip. My name's Isaiah, yeah? You're shy. So, bro, what we're saying is, Philip is a major part of the Bible. You know that, right? So hear this. What is... Oh, love, King. That's beautiful, man. What we notice in our people, right? No one ain't really standing up and trying to tell our young kings and our young daughters, right, to fix up and get themselves correct with the ways of the Lord. Understand? What we're doing, you see a lot of wickedness, and that is promoted amongst the society, right? We don't come out here to do it for no, but to be seen among men, to be glorified among men. This gospel is because our people were broken. We don't know who we are. Give me Isaiah 1 and verse 3. We don't know who we are, bro. And that's a big destruction upon the minds, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. An ox knoweth his owner, and an ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. But Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
Now we need to know that being called black British, Ghanaian, Nigerian, West African, West Indian, Caribbean, that doesn't make any sense. You said it. The label, brother. That's what they won't call us, brother. Israel in the Bible means princes of God. That's a better holy name, brother, to hold that vibe, brother. Right?
This is Isaiah 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Robbed was spoiled, brother.
They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Where are they hid?
In prison houses.
And that's what happened in prison, bro. You know it's still up with our people, bro. Alright, hid in prison.
They are for a prey and none delivereth.
And no one ain't gonna help us. We can't go, oh yeah, hey, yo mate, you gonna help me out? He ain't gonna help you. His brother's brother or his uncle's most probably the same CID that's gonna lock you up, bro. And don't get twisted, we got CIDs amongst our people as well. Let's not be stupid, bro. We got the Judas in our people as well. But we gotta be smart, guys.
They are for a prey and none delivereth, for a spoil and none saith restore.
Don't want to help us out.
Who among you will give ear to this? Who will hearken and hear for the time to come? Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers? Did not the Lord, he against whom we have sinned? Verse 24. It says, Who gave Jacob for a spoil and Israel to the robbers?
He gave Jacob, right? In this position. Why are we in this position? That's the question. If we know what the Israelites, God loves them, they're the best. What are we doing in Babylon with the police running us down, with our wives not listening to us, children in that no fathers in the households, being brought up on single parents and that. No structure, because what we're going to show you, right? This is why we're going to give you the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15. We're going to use the Old Testament, because the whole reason why there's a New Testament is because we need to know the Messiah come to make sure we can come out of this. Because if it weren't for the Messiah, we wouldn't even know about all of this. Understand?
This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If this will happen, if you don't listen, hearken is Old English, listen to Wagwan.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes.
Commandments. Don't be a batty boy. Right? You know what I mean? Don't eat pork. Right? Don't smoke no cigarettes. Right? Don't grow your beard. You're a man. Lions have manes. Right? Lionesses have no beards. Look like a lion of Judah. You understand?
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
Breaking the Sabbath.
And overtake. All these curses shall come upon thee.
Eating pork.
All these curses shall come upon thee.
Hating your brother.
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Get a curse. Give me Deuteronomy 54. Yeah. Dealing with another woman instead of your woman, your nation. That's another curse.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
So look, that's quite a few in the one verse. Evil towards your brother, domestic violence, and then leaving your child single parent households. Three big major things that happen in whose communities? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? The Nigerians. Not the other ones, not like the Somalis, not like the Eritreans, not like the Ethiopians. That don't happen to them. And if it does, it's because they're following the ways of Babylon, the trending of Babylon, because that's what they are promoting, because they want to attack us. The world is trying to attack us so bad. Other nations, they get a little trickling down and it pulls upon them. But it's targeting us. That's why we're the most influential when it comes to fashion, music, cooking, everything. Understand? And there's a reason for that. Because the Most High says Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
This is Moses speaking to the Israelites. He's not speaking to the Egyptians. They've come out of Egypt now. Understand? Yeah, man. Alright, go on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above who?
Above all people that are upon the face of the
We're
earth.
not equal to these people. The Most High says the Israelites are above all the people above them on this earth. So what they have to do to be and to get blessings, because in that chapter 28, Deuteronomy, there was blessings at the beginning and the curses came at the end. So if we listen to the commandments, we're going to get blessed. But what it is, because we're in this position now of being in Babylon and certain situations can suppress us, what we do, we stay amongst each other. You understand? We stay amongst like-minded men that are on the same mindset, bro. You know what I mean? Because not everyone's on this mode. And these other people, they will drag you down spiritually. You're not aware of it. But the devil, you see what he done? You come up, you move, you tell my man, go ahead. You tell my man, yo, come off the phone.
This year, a woman rape, yeah? So like, you see, that single woman, but you see what I'm trying to do is everything that you do. You see the smoking, you see the cigarette, like, I'm reeling off of that, just to be able to say that I'm wasting my money, rather than being able to use my money to, on a good use. I burn money all the time. You understand? And just to be able to see someone like me, not no older, like someone like of our generation. You understand? To speak in the word. And that's why I'm still here, bro. And right now I'm trying to change my life around. So being in here with you lot and hearing what you lot are saying, and to be able to, like, bro.
All praises, bro.
No, we were all there too, man. I used to smoke all the time from 13. Like, and I just stopped like that.
I've been smoking since I was like 13 years old. I've never had a break. I've never been in jail to be able to say, well, I had a break. So right now, things have to change.
Yeah, this is what we've got to do, man. And this
to
is
be able to
get that Ephesians chapter 4, verse 20.
It's a lot, bro.
All praises to the Most High, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man. Because you know what it is? It's awakening that we went through. We heard it in a different mindset. I heard it through God don't love everyone. He loves Jacob and he hates Esau. I was like, what? Then I heard what they've done to us is gonna get done back to them. I was like, what? That's in the Bible, man. Where's the pastor reading that to me? I'm like, you never read that. And he says, for you are a holy people, he chosen you above all the other people. I'm like, what? Nah. Pastor, man, let me go chat to him. I went to chat to him, I showed him, waffling. Just couldn't show me nothing. And I'm like, I've only known the Bible for about what? Maybe like 5-6 years. Maybe. And I mean, I've just known it for a long period of time. I'm like, okay, I'm learning this, and he's not coming with one verse, the man. He tried to come with a verse, but he already knew I'm going to trample it down. Because they in their agenda, give me that in Maccabees. We got the Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 12. And bring this up.
Psalms 19,
94
and
and verse 16.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 94 and verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up against the workers of iniquity?
Hey sister, that's the worker of iniquity there. Sister, that's the evildoer you're holding on to. Alright?
Verse 17. Unless Yahweh, the Lord,
Yahweh, your Lord, his name is Yahweh.
had been my help.
This is how you write the Lord's name. YHWH. It's Hebrew, right? It's Yahweh. Okay, we learn and study the Hebrew language, right? The Paleo Hebrew.
Unless the Lord Yahweh had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. When I said, my foot slipped, thy mercy, O Yahweh, help me up. In the multitude of my...
Right? We slip, man.
Yo,
and we ask the Most High.
Yo.
No, it's alright. He's doing it for this is his building. Leave him. Do your job, man. Right, so look, you see the Most High, he helps us up. Understand? He helps us up from the slipping. And who's going to be there to help you up when you slip, bro? Your brother. Give me that in Ecclesiastes. Right? Ecclesiastes. Well, let's get that first. Ecclesiastes. Alright, chapter 4.
Verse 9.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4.
Verse 11.
He made everything good.
The chapter, was it 3 and 11? Slap it. One second. I'm prepared.
Live together.
Yeah, that's the one.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4 and verse 9.
No, verse 9, go on.
Two are better than one. Two are better than one, because they have good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
What?
The one will lift up his fellow.
Yeah, there you go. If he fall, the one will lift up his fellow. So that's what it's about. You gotta have two are better than one. But if you got two, that's good. Now if you got three, well, go on. If you got four, mighty. But the Most High didn't choose us because of numbers. He didn't choose us because of numbers. But he does. There is a book in the Bible called Numbers. You know what I mean? Deuteronomy, Leviticus, Numbers, Leviticus, Genesis. So when you got two or three, Moses didn't go to Pharaoh on his own. He had his brother Aaron with him. You get it? So that's what it's about. It's about having two. When one falls, who's gonna put the ladder down there? Who's gonna get the rope, the tie rope, and then say, yo bro, I got you. There you go. We're not a nation on your own. It's not individualites. It's Israelites. Yasha Allah, right? Like a village. You can't build a... It says it takes a village to raise a child. You understand? A lot of men are just raised up by money that wants to put on the trousers and be that. I'm your daddy and your mummy. I heard that. You're not my... Get out of here. Now she's going a little mush because she's putting on that testosterone. It's madness.
But woe unto him that is alone when he falleth him up.
Woe is old English. It means destruction for that guy. Woe, destruction upon him that don't have someone else to help him out. You know what I mean? And I mean, bro, them other guys are not gonna help you out. Give me that in Sirach chapter. You know what I'm about. Sirach. Them other guys are not gonna help you out, bro.
This is Sirach
10 and 12.
chapter 37. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 12. And it reads, yeah, this is Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy.
What?
Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust your enemy.
For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Look, man, look. Even like the mic, look, it's starting to rust, man. Over time, it's gonna be nice, clean and fresh. Over time, you're gonna notice the rusty Bible now. You know what I mean? You can't hide it. It's gonna keep saying that.
Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed.
Humble himself, you know, like a lion or like a snake before they slither, and they humble at first before they pounce on their mouse and or they grab and anacondas grab and tighten and squeeze you. Though we go crouching and slithering,
Yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
See that condensation when you're on the bus or any, and you can see it, steam gets the Titanic. Bro, you gotta wipe that, man. You're gonna look through, you gotta wipe it, bro.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, you're gonna see, bro. You look through that, you're like, he's still rusty, but you're still who your daddy is, bro. You know what I mean? You're still who your ancestors are. Right, you got that? Oh, okay, yeah. Let's get the ancestors, man. Isaiah 14:21, man. I'll get the map. You got the map?
I was going to get that after. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 20, and 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind.
What?
Whose
Mind is according to thy mind.
Alright, so look, where's the poster? Look, these are the people you have to be around. Whose mind is according to your mind. They who fit these certain vibrations, bro. This is how we know for not listening to the laws and the commandments, we went through this oppression, bro. Look, man. And that's not even how the bottom of the slave ships were, man. They were tighter than that. They were like this, man. Sardine tin things, bro. Can't, go on.
Isaiah.
60, no. Oh, you got. Yeah, go get me Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So we read a curse, right? This is how you identify who the Israelites are. When you go through the curses of what they've gone through. Now we read one about the single parent households, domestic violence, and black on black or Hispanic and black crime, right? Against each other. Right, we're gonna show you another.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So you see, the Egyptians, alright, when they first saw the Israelites, they didn't see them with ships. They walked in. Joseph, so his dad and Jacob and Judah and Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, Reuben, he said, yo, come in, there's a famine over there. Come in, we've got food over here. Remember that story, right? In Genesis. So they didn't go into Egypt with ships. Egypt is another word for slavery or bondage. He's going to show you.
This is Deuteronomy. Yeah, I'll go. Judith. Judith 5 and verse 11. And it reads, therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with labouring in brick and made them slaves.
I made them what?
And made them slaves.
So Egypt is where you be called a slave. Egypt just means bondage or slavery. We was made slaves with building them bricks and that. Alright, go on. And look, they're laughing. That's what they think. They always, when we talk about our oppression and our slavery, the heathens always laugh at us, man. The Gentiles, man, giving out them free gifts, man. And a gift destroy you, man.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to take
out.
good.
Yeah.
You walked away with slavery. That's where you're going. You're walking straight into slavery, where your ancestors belong, where your ancestors put us, and that's where their children belong.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, so what was your ancestors? Were they really nice? Were they really colourful and beautiful? Still, your ancestors are racist, man. Your ancestors are dogs, man. Your ancestors are waste men, and they're gonna be destroyed for fighting through their children, man. I do need a microphone to tell you and the Romans and the police you're going in slavery, man. Thus saith the Lord. Alright, bring it out. Isaiah 14.
This is Isaiah 14 verse 21. Prepare slaughter.
Do what? Prepare slaughter
For his children.
For his what?
For his children.
For his who?
For his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
What?
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For their dads, man. For what your dads have done to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans, alright? What you've done to us, man. Calling us black niggers, spicks, gollywogs. What you've done, you're racist, man. And we'll never stop. And how can we be racist? We can't suppress your nation. I'm prejudiced. You don't even know English, you damn degenerate, man. You're a dunce. You're a delinquent. Alright? We are not spitting hatred. Alright? We're starting prejudice. Alright? We are prejudiced, man. The difference is we cannot suppress you. Racist means I can take you out of schooling systems. I can deny you insurance claims. I can deny you bad credit and give you bad credit. I can go to the shop and tell these guys, yo, we do not serve them, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish, bro. I can tell you that, yo, if anyone comes to buy a house, we don't serve the niggers and the Hispanics, man. We're only going to serve the Indians, the Turkish, the Greeks, the Chinese. That is racism. It's a slavery of suppression in a high state, man.
Can't.
Your nationality of people do it, and you will walk in scot-free, happy Harry, and we will do what? Beg, work hard, slave and labor and kiss and bow down to you guys just to get a good job, man. Just to do what? Change our voice. Oh yes, yes sir, I don't mind. Oh yeah, how high do you want me to jump, sir? Oh, okay, I'll be in at 9 o'clock. I won't be late. No. Well, that's what we have to do. You haven't seen it because you are not our people. That's why we said to our brother, gather with people that fit in the same mindset as how we have to build them things. If you don't hear, what happens? If you don't hear, what happens? If you don't hear, what happens? You don't even know, because he knows, because he fits our conditions. If you don't hear, brothers, what happens?
You don't feel.
You must feel, but you don't know that, because you don't feel shit. You don't feel nothing for not hearing. We get in trouble for not hearing. We're racist. You never even heard what we were saying.
This is the book of Psalms.
Wait. What's the Bible saying? Where was the racist side?
Where was he racist? Where was he racist?
How? What did they say?
What did we say that was racist?
What did they say?
Listen to me.
Are you biblical? Wait, one second. Let's calm this down. Are you biblical? You're not biblical. So then what's the point? God's racist, did you know that? The God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. This is a Christian country, do you know that? You see them police officers? They swore an oath, right, to save the king. And the king is he deals with the Church of England. Alright? And they swore oaths on God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. Do you know this? This is a Christian country. From King James, alright, this turned from being a Catholic, alright, Protestant, into what? A Christian of the Church of England, a Christian country. Do you know that? Huh? So, alright, yeah, they're both Christian, right? But one was a different sect to the other one. This was, okay, not much, but in an aspect of it is, this country is run by what? The Bible.
When you go to court,
you can't kill. You can't steal. Right or wrong?
Oh, right. Is that good or bad?
No, they said right or wrong.
No, I did.
Yeah, don't, if I said if it's right or wrong,
Is it good
No,
or
I don't
bad?
need to give the pearls to the swine.
Is it good or bad?
is it what?
I can't kill, I can't steal. Is that good or bad?
Yeah, but that's what the Bible says, right?
No, I'm asking you. Your view.
It's very bad, it's very bad. I'm asking you now, is that right or wrong?
I'm asking right, which I can't kill.
You're a very proud guy, man. That's why we know you are the wicked, man.
So you're saying...
I'm asking you a question and you can't even answer it. Are you dunce?
I just did.
Is it right or wrong?
No, is it right or wrong? Yes or no?
Not killing and not stealing, is it right or wrong?
I think it's right.
Huh?
I think it's right.
It's right. To kill and steal.
No, not killing.
Is
not
oh it's not. Oh it's
right.
isn't
What-
right, isn't
what
right.
You
Oh
said
yeah.
it's bad. They said I'm not allowed to kill. I'm not steal.
Yeah, so what we're saying is, anyway, the point of it is, give me Joel chapter 2, chapter 3.
Well, don't give me that because I've never...
Well, it's not for you anyway. It's not for you. Well, we was doing this before you come up here, alright? So we don't orchestrate about what we can do and what we can't do. You're not our slave master, man. So then don't tell us about what we can do and what we can't do, man. Keep your mouth shut and when we're doing this as well.
Right.
this is the book of Joel 2 and 27.
Love what you say. Anyone who challenges
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3. Because you have taken my silver and my gold.
Yo, wait, you're touching him. Don't touch him. Okay, yeah, it's cool. Let me hear. What?
Because you have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it into your temples, my goodly pleasant things,
The goodly pleasant things.
and the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem, ye have sold unto the Grecians.
There's done what?
Ye have sold unto the Grecians, that ye may remove them far from their border.
So that's what you've done. You've taken. No. Yeah, in English. Was he reading Spanish? Was that German?
don't know.
Wait.
It's sexual for
Okay.
you, it could be anything.
Okay. Look, the proudness of this guy. Anyway, look, what it means is they have taken the Caucasians, Caucasoids from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, all right, have come out and stolen people. They have come and poachers. They're called archaeologists. They come in, they'll take your sticks, your stones, your gold. They'll come to Congo, steal cobalt like King Leopold.
See the gold and the diamond and this, that, the other.
The gold
See
and
that
diamond.
riches
Yeah.
that we've got. No African continent should be poor, right?
Poor right now. But hear this, bro.
None.
You see what riches are more than even.
See what
you see,
they-
he made
that-
gold and
that-
silver.
that-
You know the Most High made gold, silver, and that, right? But you know who he made? I said they are the best. The Israelites. Wisdom from the Bible, all right, is more better than gold and silver and things and rubies and that. You think King Solomon, when he prayed, did he pray for gold and silver? He prayed for wisdom and knowledge and understanding. That's something that they don't have. They don't even understand English, bro. We said, what language is that? This is what the guy said, what language is that? We're reading the King James Bible, you dumbass. Alright?
But bro, you see,
He had to go because the Bible pisses him off, man. Because he's not godly. He's not godly. He's not ungodly. He's the wicked. The Bible. He's the devil. The Bible speaks of, man.
That's right.
Bring that out. Like, it's all left to say, bro. But I wanted to bring out the way they've taken and stolen our possessions, because he says that it's wrong to steal and to kill, right? But what have they done to our people for generations upon generations? Stolen us. They stole us, stole our children. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 about our children. 39.
This is Exodus 21 and verse 16.
Bring it up.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth
But
him,
you can steal men and sell men.
or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
What's the so-called white man gonna be?
He shall surely be put to death.
Sub-Saharan, the Arabian's gonna get?
He shall surely be put to death.
Chinese,
He shall surely be put to death.
Turkish,
He shall surely be put to death.
Indians,
He shall surely be put to death.
Ethiopians.
He shall surely be put to death.
Oh, we can go on, bro. All the nations, bro. But what they've done to the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they shall surely be put to death, bro. When the Messiah comes, you think he's gonna come and just start speaking any madness? He's gonna use the word. He went to the Nazareth and done what? Preached the book of Isaiah in the temple and preached the word, the gospel.
Isaiah, you just heard, 14:21, prepare slaughter for his children.
For the iniquity of their fathers, man. That's it, and that's why he was pissed off. You see his whole cheek and his eyes started twitching. I'm like, what? I thought he was going to transform into the devil, the real, with the some horns and the we was going to transform, bro. Right? Madness. Now go on.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Where should I go? Where should he go?
They shall go into
captivity.
That's what's happening, man. We begat sons and daughters, and where did they go? Into the schooling systems to learn KBCs, man. Madness, man. We go to, and what? It's crazy, bro. And then what? They're going to teach that to every school in the districts, what, from September onwards. So even if your school was pro staying strong, they're going to, it's in the curriculum now. It's a part of, they're going to get a test, and they're going to say, and they got to get tested on it. Madness, bro. This has become sodomites, bro.
This is Baruch 4 and 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath, ye were delivered unto your enemies.
And that's why we're here in this position. Because we pissed off the Most High, bro. That's why we're going through these curses. And these and this Bible, who is it about, bro? And what's our biblical name? Okay, Okay, who are our ancestors? It's Abraham and Jacob, right? And Jacob, his name got changed to Israel. Understand? We're going to show you. There's power behind the name Israel. Understand? That's where strength lies behind, bro.
This is Genesis 32 and verse 24. And Jacob was left alone, and there he wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go.
What?
I will not let thee go.
That angel was holding him, man. Alright? That angel was holding, mashed him up, and Jacob was holding him, sorry. Jacob's like, I'm not letting him go, man. You even hurt my leg, and he's feeling, but he's not letting him go.
And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed.
Yeah, a lot of us, growing up, we had names, and we didn't really like, that name wasn't not the name we felt, you know what I mean? My name was, it was Ash, you know what I mean? And I thought, right, Ashley, like that's not good, you know what I mean? Isaiah was one that gravitated to me, you know what I mean? Brothers, they've got names like Yaradan, you know what I mean? It means the River Jordan. You know what I mean? That name gravitates more better to know your name, you know what I mean? Or Tazapar means watchman, you know what I mean? Your Iqab, it means Jacob. These names, we changed our names, you know what I mean? Because, like, yo, Jacob's a good name. Like, there's nothing wrong with that with the name Ash, you get me? It means fire, you know what I mean? But change, man put on that new man, you get me? Ephesians 4:26, right? Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah 45 and verse 4. For Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect.
And what?
And Israel mine elect.
Israel are the elect. That's it. Right? It's simple.
I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me.
You good, bro? Come, bro. Yeah, man. Right? The Most High surnamed us, man. We're Israel. Right? What's your nationality, bro? Caribbean Portuguese, yeah? So look, in the Bible there's no Caribbean, there's no Portuguese. You know what I mean? Are you God-fearing, man? You care about the Bible? Alright, so now, if we look into the scriptures, there's a lot of man they call themselves Jamaican. Okay, we're not umbrella. Yeah, alright, so in the Bible, right, there's no Caribbean, there's no West African or West Indian. You get it? So, there's Egyptian, there's Ethiopian, there's Romans, the book of Romans, right? There's the Grecians, right? So now we're like, okay, if there's Ethiopians there, we know Ethiopia where it is, we know Egypt where it is, then there's even Arabitania, Arab. Where is our name? Black ain't in there, like the country black ain't in here. The nationality black is a color, it's a crayon. There's no nationality white. So we know we're the Israelites. You know the thing already, innit? You got the flyer anyway. Right? So we know our nationality, the Israelites. So now what color would the Messiah be to you? What color is Jesus? So-called Jesus. Yahushua. Yeah. Yahushua. Okay, he's black, yeah? So now, what do they push to us? He's white. So the narrative is, who is he coming to save? Us meaning what people? Okay, but look, he's coming to save the so-called blacks and the Hispanics and Native Americans as well. So it's not just being black. Yeah, the certain of the Portuguese are native as well. Yeah, not all the Moors. Some Moors are Arabs, some Moors were Israelites, some Moors were different people as well. But it's a school, isn't it? We are the nation of Israel. Yeah, you understand? And you are Israel as well, bro. Understand? Because like we said, you fit the conditions of slavery, oppression, and hardship, bro. Understand? And the Most High, he's not coming to save everybody in the world. He's coming to save Israelites from the madness of what they're dealing with us, bro. You know, like the Kyrie Irving and the Kanye West and all them things there? Them things there, it's not a game. It's not just, the famous people are saying it. like you said, you've been watching the YouTube thing. We've been saying it for years. Understand? I'm gonna show you, bro.
Yeah. This is the book of Matthew 1 and verse 21. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushua, for he shall save his people from their sins.
Give me First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 12. So now, the Messiah, the Mashiach, Yahushua, he's coming to save his people from the oppression and the sins that we are dealing with. You get me? Right?
What? First Maccabees 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen.
Yeah. So now there's wicked men amongst us, alright, amongst our nation, that will go to the heathens and they will take bribes and take checks and take gifts and basically, belittle his own people for the narrative of the enemies. Have you heard of the slave Bible? All them things there where they took out books. They took out certain verses and books and gave them a certain little piece and said, just read this bit. Like slaves obey your masters and just those bits, right? Now, when we're reading the Bible, we're reading the King James 16:11, where it's got the Apocrypha, meaning like the Maccabees and the books of Ezra. You know what I mean? Different other books where we're learning in the Maccabees. Where in the Caribbean, we was told we're not allowed to read it. There's wicked men amongst our own people that want to fit the narrative of the other nations, bro. So now we've got to be like, we've got to be kind of wary of every pastor and every preacher that we come around. Are they going to speak the truth? Are they saying, our people, we need to wake up. We need to stop the gang crime. We need to stop hating my brother. That's what we was telling our brother, ministering to him earlier on. Bro, you got brothers here that are strong, that know who we are. We're here to do what? To be together and collectively. You know what I mean? And be what in the doctrine of truth. The doctrine they're pushing out there isn't truth, bro. You get it? But when we're around each other, what else do we do? We show each other laws. We're going to read you a couple of laws, bro. You get me? Because the laws is the way to the light. If you don't keep the laws, you just may as well be in the darkness, bro. You know what I mean? That's an ungodly man. So to be godly is to know the laws. Let's go through them. Tell me a law. Because the wicked men of Israel, they're teaching what in the churches? Render the heart and not the garment. Disrespecting the way of the Bible. Using verses. Because Satan knows the Bible, you know. Satan went to so-called Jesus, Yahushua, and read scriptures to him. And then he had to say, but wait, how am I going to turn these stones into bread? Even though he could do that, he turned water into wine. He made 2 fish into how many fish? 2 fried bread after how many bread? He could do that easy. But it's that he had to go through what? His fasting and tribulation and his prayer before he went out to do his ministry. This is what the man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of this Bible. Alright? This is how we're doing it.
Alright, I'm going to get Leviticus 19 and verse 27. It says, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
You know when you go barber, you can't get the shape up thing. And you can't get the clean it up, line up with the clean ups. That's not permitted. Because it's a sin. It's a sin, yeah, that's why, simple and plain. No, you can cut your hair, that's what I'm saying. You can get haircuts, but you can't get shape ups and chop your beard off. See like how our beards are? Alright, so a Rasta, they hold certain vibrations. Except the smoking thing, there's no smoking. It's not allowed to be smoking. And we're not allowed to care about Ethiopians either. To hell with Ethiopia, man. Israel only. Because Israel and Ethiopia, they're 2 different nations. We only deal with the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob and Israel. Ethiopia, they got their own thing. Like frankincense and myrrh, that's what they
It says, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beard.
I mean to cut. You can't cut the corners of your beard, right? Shape it up to look pretty for the gal them.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
No tattoos, no printing, getting tattoos on your skin. You got a tattoo there, right? That's cool. You didn't know. You didn't know. But Alright, the body's the temple, that's good understanding. So cigarette smoking and that thing is not good to defile the temple. Yeah, we link up, King. We link up. Right hand. Right hand, bro. Yeah, man, that's good, King.
Body's the temple, I don't need to
What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro?
I'm trying though.
What's your name, bro? No. Have you got a number on there? You can contact me.
We're here every Saturday, brother.
Huh?
We're here
Every
Saturday.
Saturday, yeah?
Yeah.
Shalom, bro. Hey, come, Israel. Hey, mighty brother, man. Mighty brother, man.
1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
Simple and plain as that, man. Bro, now you hearing that? You should get that cigarette and you should just stab. You should stab yourself.
I felt it already. You know, like, I'm gonna do it, but I felt it.
No. Do it. Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry to say that, but it's because we love you. I only said because I love you. I'm not saying that because I want to just. But yeah, I don't want you just to do what I told you. But you said it. The Most High put it in you already. Let the Most High work. Let the Most High do His work, man. Like give a round of applause for the Most High. Hey, round of applause. There you go. Yes, King. Hey, yes. This is my brother still. Peace and love. Yeah, man. Yeah, round of applause for the Most High, man. Hey, we'll just give him. Hey, another round of applause for the Most High. That's a one, man. Give him up. Let me give him a flag. Give him a flag. Give him a flag. Come on, bro. Love, man. Bro, you know what, man. Love. Shalom, man. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. We don't want to take money.
You're a brother as well, man.
You're our brother, bro. Whatever we want to do, see what we was going to do with the money? Yeah. We want you we'll just give it back to you so you can do it. Because we're in a hard place, bro. We don't need that, bro, because we just love, man. You understand? We're not here for peace, bro. You understand? I know you saw whatever you saw the change there. That's minor. Oh, you didn't see it? No, don't worry about that. That was sort of even coming. I don't know what he's doing, but it's all good, man. It's love. But we'll show you. We'll show you scripture. Give me them 55. No, Isaiah 55. Salakia.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. He that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come and buy wine, milk, without money and without price.
So yeah, man, that's what we're saying, man. Come and buy this, man. That means using your time, bro. Time is what? Time is like money, bro. Because it's your labor. So what you've done, you've taken your time to do whatever you had to do to stay here, bro. That's work. That is more profitable for us. You coming and hearing and changing your ways and converting yourself to be healed, bro. That will make us more happy, bro. More worth better than gold, silver, anything that we're out here to do, bro. Bro, you get me? Alms is, the Bible does say alms and giving and charity is good, but for the cause that we're up here for, that's not what we're on. When we're on talking about them causes and we want to collectively get together to sort out certain things, that's when we say, alright, cool, we might need more frankincense, we might need more like fringe. That's when we collectively get together, because we do get money together for each other, you get me? But it's not like that when it's with the word. With the word, it's come, hear the word, and there's no money about this thing. You understand? But if you want to be a part of the ministry, you got the number there, you know what you need to do, carry, make your beard grow out, you know what I mean, certain vibes. So when they see you, they're like, yo bro, this is an Israelite indeed. This is an Israelite, bro. You know what I mean? What's your nationality, bro?
What's your biblical nationality?
What's your nationality, bro?
I need to.
Yeah, what it is, we're gonna marinate. We're gonna marinate that in. So that when you stay around like-minded brothers, we're gonna marinate that into you, brother. You're an Israelite, bro. Sierra Leone, you're not what the slave master called you, brother. Right? You're an Israelite. That's what you have to hold. Give me that in first. What are you holding? Yeah, read that one.
First Corinthians 9 and verse 18. What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I make the gospel of Christ without charge.
Without what?
Without
Without
charge.
charge.
That I abuse not my power in the gospel.
Yeah, that's what the damn pastors are doing. They're taking money for the gospel, bro. Like, we're not saying that charitable movements can take away a multitude of sins. So being charitable is nothing wrong with that. But when we're dealing with this, thus saith the Lord, we just want to deal with that. If we got a certain vibe, like you want to, we got a go, what's it, is it a GoFundMe or a Cash App or whatever? Yeah, we got all of those things. You know what I mean? Set up, but that's for maybe books, apocryphers, frankincense, fringes, feast days when we need to get a little hall for a feast day like Passover. Them little things. That's when we collectively get together and vibes like that. You know what I mean? But for the word, bro, we love you, King. Even for the thought that you wanted to do that, we love you, King. But that's not why we moved. You get me?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 5. One shall say, I am Yahweh the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob, and another shall subscribe with his hand unto Yahweh, and his surname himself by the name of Israel.
Like what?
By the name of Israel.
That's what we're moving. We're moving in the vibrations. Is that we are coming out of being West African, West Indian, and subscribing ourselves by the name of Yasha Allah. In the Hebrew, it's Yasha Allah. This is how you spell it. Yasha Allah. Allah meaning power or God, and Yasha meaning prince. So Yasha Allah, Prince of God. You see how Allah sounds the same as the Ishmael thing. Because Ishmael, remember Abraham had two sons, Ishmael and Isaac. So they've got some sort of dialect that are similar to our Hebrew tongue. You understand? But we don't do Allah. The almighty power, Allah is Yahweh. That's something they don't know. You know what I mean? We know our God. But we know who we worship for salvation.
It's of the Jews.
They don't know who they worship. They worshiping stones in it. They're trying to mix in Ishmael with Moses. And Moses didn't tell Ishmael, come, let me read you these commandments. And they get that. Deuteronomy chapter 1. Beautiful. Who did Moses speak to? And we read it before. The Messiah come to save his people. And we told the brother, the Israelites.
This is Deuteronomy 1 and verse 1.
And you know when you got a letter, you write a letter. And you're going to write to what? There, such and such. To such and such, right? Just read.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. Unto all Israel.
Ethiopian.
Unto all Israel.
Look at that. Not Egyptians, right? Not Sudanese. You understand? You don't understand. Not all the Amish and Amish and Germans, no. All the Israelites, bro. Simple and plain. So that's your nationality, bro. Them curses we read about, alright, single parent household and children going into captivity. This happened to the Israelites. That's who your name is. If Ethiopia's in there and Arabia's in there, if all them countries are in there, Greece and that, Egypt, what one are you? We read it. You are the nation of Israel, bro. Yasha Allah in the Hebrew tongue, right? Bro, thank you for standing, bro. Saying it, bro. Bro, because we come out here to speak to you, bro. Our whole mission of our whole day was to see all these people walk past and you to stand here, bro, and hear the word. And that's our mission, bro. Give me that there. Great heavens. Yeah. This is what's going on right now, bro. For give me that in Acts chapter 2. And verse 19.
Chapter 15 at verse This is Luke 15 and verse 10. Likewise I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels. There is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth. What? Over one sinner that repenteth.
Bro, there's a scripture where it says there could be 99 sheep, but one is missing. The 99 are going to chill. They're going to chill. I'm going for that one that's missing, bro. just to make sure that one comes and rolls back with the man there. And that's what it's about. We're the lost sheep. But if we don't know, Israel don't even consider that they don't know who they are. But now you know who you are, King.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 2, from 19, 20.
I think it's 319.
Slakia. This is the book of Acts, chapter 3, and verse 19.
Bring it up.
Repent, ye therefore, and be converted, that your sins may be blotted out, and when times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord.
Yeah, that's what it's about, being converted and doing what? Getting our sins to be blotted out. Because what it is, like you said, alms can take away, alms meaning giving charitable, can take away a multitude of sins. But it's not just about that, it's you understanding what a sin is. That takes away the sin. If you don't know what a sin is, how would you know that you're sinning? It's like a child. You got to teach them. If you don't show them, yo, that's electricity. If you touch that, you'll sizzle up. That's fire. If you touch that, you're gonna burn. If you eat pork, you're gonna be defiled. If you know what I mean? If you sleep with a man, you're gonna be a batik. You're gonna be a sodomite, brother. You know what I mean? If you don't show them these things from a child, how would they know they're sinning? You get it? That's why our people, when it says humble and be as a child, a lot of that man are too proud to do that. Yeah. Nah, bro, I'm a big man, you can't tell me nothing. What are you doing, bro? Man's older than you, bro. You ain't got the right to chat to me. Bro, that's yeah, man got bare youths, man. I got try to chat to me. Bro, what it is, if we learn how to do what? Humble ourselves. Because how was David? David is a young boy, and his heart was as bold as a lion. And he trampled down Goliath, and all the rest of them, and they were shook. But not David. Why? Because he put his trust and his faith in the Most High. And with that, he's done what? Showed and led a great nation. He led a great nation. Israelites. Imagine bare LeBron Jameses. Imagine bare Michael Jacksons. Imagine bare R. Kellys and Tupacs and Biggie Smalls and Serena Williamses and Usain Bolts. You know what I mean? What's his name? The one with the right hand. Tyson's. Imagine bare these guys. Alright, Classius Clays and that. And you're a king, you gotta rule over these guys. Oh, you're gonna have to be a really strong brother. Because these are strong guys behind you. You know what I mean? So you gotta be strong, bro. That's the way David was, man. Going on that battlefield and seeing all these guys, big famous names in there. Bro, you know, I'm not shocked, bro. I'm picking up lions and bears with the name of the Most High, but calling on the Most High to help me, man. Just to save a sheep. And you're shook, and you can't defend what our wives and our mums and our sisters are there, fam. You ain't gonna do it to defend the people, bro. But let me show you, man. I'm gonna mash him up. That's how young men, that's how we have to be in this truth and be as a child. Give me that Matthew 18. You gotta be as a child, man. We gotta humble ourselves, man. Give me Matthew 10, Matthew 5 and Matthew 5 and 5.
This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 3. And said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Oh, you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble. You gotta be as a child. And what a child are ready to do? Ready to listen. You need to put off. Give me that Ephesians. I've been asking for that Ephesians for long. Ephesians 4:26.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 17.
Verse 5.
Slakia. Verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah, so the meek, the one that have to be like children, the one that are being meek, not them proud, abrupt. No, blood, I'm gonna cut my bed. What? I'm gonna eat the pork. What? I like that Chinese girl. What? Don't chat to man. I like them Lucy Lou tung tungs there, blood. I like them tight up. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Calm down, bro. Humble yourself, bro. Bro, be slow, be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. Be more swifter to listen to what we're saying. We're not saying nothing that's negative. That's what we told the Edomite. His name is, you are Jacob, and he's Esau. If you never knew, the other guy, they're called the Edomites, and you're called the Israelites. Different nations, right? So what we told the Edomite, or the Caucasian, is that you're not even listening. You're not even listening so much that you don't even know what the English is saying. Like, oh, say that again, read that again in English. Because you're not even listening. If you don't hear, you're gonna feel. And them man don't know that.
They're gonna know.
They're gonna find out. They're gonna start saying it. See, read this.
This is Ephesians 5 and verse 26. That he might sanctify. 4 Ephesians 4:22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on that new man which after God is created in righteousness and true holiness.
That's what we are about. We're putting on that new man. That old man that's corruptible, you dash him away. You don't need that vibe. When you come into this truth, bro, it's a different energy. And when you're around brothers that are on that same mindset, bro, you're gonna always get one little confrontation with everything. That's how it goes. But Matthew's 18 and 15, you're always gonna get that. Come on, you know we're so-called black, we're Caribbean, we're West African. You know how it goes, man. When you're around anyone for too long, you know what I mean. They're gonna be 80% you're gonna love, 20% you might not agree with everything that he does. But what it is, that shows, that 80% shows how much that you love him, and it turns into what 100% love, man. Because you know how to deal with your brother and what he don't like and what he dislikes of. But this is what the Bible knows this. The Messiah knows this. He told us this.
This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
So chat to him personally. Don't be going to him like, yo, bro, you know Tazza Prada, you know my man, bro. He's my brother, you know, but you know what? You know what I mean? Bro, say, yo, Taz, bro, you know what? This, that, and the other, and the third. Let's just do it like, let's reason, bro. And if you tell him and that, go.
Salakia, if he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Gain the brother, right? Because what? Iron sharpeneth iron. Right? You know when you got the meat cleaver? Iron sharpeneth iron, you've gained the brother.
But if he will not hear thee, take with thee one or two more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established.
Yeah, you gotta bring this is why the world lives off the Bible. That's why we got lawyers. That's why we got, you know when you crash into someone's car, you're like, bro, look, you know what? You know, I ain't even got insurance, you know. Let me just give you a little change and whoop, let's do this of ourselves, and you might gain a brother. But if you go on like, bro, shut your mouth, what, you ain't got insurance, he's just gonna say, yeah, is that you moving, yeah? Ring, can I get you, take pictures, blah, 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 blah. And then now his whip's getting what? Taken away, he's getting crushed, getting pounded, he might get a fine, tickets, all this madness, bro. You could have been drink driving, and then you could get in jail, you could even get jail time, you don't know where it can go. But if you do in like the meek as in humble ways, you know what I mean? You can be wise, bro, you can be wise. I'm just using a narrative, but this is talking about with sins though. Like if you see a brother always cutting his beard, or always balding his head, or he's eating the pork and all of that, and you tell him, yo bro, that's got pork in, you should cut. And you know what, bro, I don't think so, you know. Like what? Let me get 2 or 3 witnesses, let me get and show him, look, the contents of the things then. If he still wants to deal with it, you know what I mean? This is what it said.
Verse 17, and if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church, but if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as a heathen man and a publican.
Yeah, let him go out, man. If you say this is the way that you keep a certain vibration, alright, in the scriptures, like someone might say that the Edomites are the Arabs. It's like, bro, we got so much scriptures about the Edomites being these people that are red and hairy. It says that they're not the Arabs. We got 2 or 3 witnesses. We all say this. We say, look, we're gonna keep it like this. You can go over there and do that with whoever you're doing it with, so that there's no contention amongst the brothers. That's how it goes. That's what the Most High specifically said that we do. 1-to-1, and then if not, bring 2 or 3 witnesses. Them 2 or 3 witnesses are gonna be, if they can't be biased or like, you've got to just be simple and use 100% truth. Right? And that's how you resolve an argument. Maybe your argument, and then 2-3 witnesses comes up onto your side of the argument. You understand? That's how you you get that. Yeah, look, without this word, we're going to be hating one another, killing one another. You know what I mean? Madness. You step on my crepes, blood. You know what? These are the Valencians, blood. These are the Giuseppes, blood. You stepped on my. Yeah, this is my two bags. This is Dior. This is the Dior's. 2 bags for these. Nah, bro, and you wanna bust man's face because he stepped on your Jordans, man. That's not what it's about. You gotta love your sister.
Flyer? Can give you a flyer?
Nah, she's my. Yeah, I know, but yeah, let us. How you doing? That's family, you alright, yeah? Alright, peace and love. Peace and love. Yeah. Come on, peace and love, please. Yeah, so that's what it's about, man. Like you go to your buddy and say, yo, you know the so-called blacks, we can't be dealing with so-called white people, man. We got to deal with our own nation. Don't get, and if he comes to you, be like, bro, you know what? You're gonna chat, bro. Long time I've been digging it and she loves me, bro. Come on, man. You kill you, bro. You gonna, that's, yeah, she got me out of jail, bro. Where was you, bro? It was you, Jamaicans that got me in jail as well, bro.
That got me out of jail. Uncle, boy.
Yeah. So look, bro, peace and love, man.
Knowledge. Find knowledge.
Shalom.
Wait, are you from no, but are you from Hackney side? South side, Brixton. You got brothers in Brixton, bro. Right, we got brothers in Brixton. They teach right near Electric Avenue at the beginning of Iceland. You might have seen them there. Reason with them, bro. Tell them you saw Vine of Israel, man. You know what I mean? Reason with them. Because they're our brothers, we go over there, we congregate. Right? Yahweh's messengers. Reason with them brothers, they're loving brothers, you get me? When you got time, you know what I mean? Just say, bro, I want to come to you and put my Bible, just hear the message. And them brothers are mighty teachers. You know what I mean? They go deep. Sometimes when you listen, you're gonna have to like you might need a. We come on a calm levels, but they go deep. You know what I mean? So get your Bible. You got a Bible. You got an apocrypha. An apocrypha is like a little red book. Yeah. Get your Bible. Get your apocrypha. Go find them brothers, man. Get your highlighter out. Get your pen. Write down little verses, extra verses, and that. So you're correct. You go hold that, man. You're good.
This is John 8:32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
What?
And the truth shall make you free.
There we go, man. The truth has to get us free, bro. Right? The mindset of this truth, man. The mindset of this truth there, man. Thank you for your time, King. Come on, Yeshua. Come on, man. Yeah, man. Don't forget to dash away the things, bro. But that's what it's about, man. Oh, you dash that love. Come on, Yeshua, man. That's what it's about, man. Alright, dash those things, man. Get them away. And you know what the best bit is? I might have to get that on a short. Start making some shorts for Israel. To get me even. Yeah, man. Get some clips, yeah. Yeah, man. The trembling, yeah, Esau's fish trembling and that. Yes, Bantan, yes. Boom, bye in the batty boy, Abe. That's what his name is. His name is Bantan. Bantan. But Bantan, man, don't get, man took the juki jab, man. I don't know why the elders, man, they do that, man. Well, he's not our elder, but when I'm trusted in the on the oppression. Yeah, the gift destroyed the heart, man. Was it joints for jabs in there? Or you don't kebabs for jabs. And what were they doing? They were saying you don't take the juki jab and don't get dipped in it. You don't, yeah, because it was deporting, man.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, at the
beginning.
Deporting you if you never got jabs, man, to keep your stay. I don't know who it is, but you know they got the thing in Kings in London Bridge.
Boxy.
They had to get the backs, man. The jokey jab thing, man. They were getting dipped if they didn't take it, man.
Get the joke.
And that's what happened to Bantan as well, wasn't it? He had to give in and say sorry for the boom bye thing. Him and Shabba ranks. Him and Shabba. And then Yeah, that's what happens, man. If you conform to this world, you're alright. If you love the God of this world, you're cool. But if you love the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you get persecuted, man. And that's why Paul, that's what we were talking about. The way Paul got persecuted. The way the... Give me that in Daniel, man. Let's talk about Daniel, chapter 2. Right? If you stand up for the way of the Most High, they are going to come and persecute you.
Daniel chapter 2. You know what?
Where? To 17.
And they put them into the
Slack it as well. Yeah, 3:19. There we go.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 3 and verse 19. Then was verse 16. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said to the king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our power whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of the hand out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods. We will not serve thy gods. We will not serve thy gods, nor worship thy golden image which thou hast set up.
Yeah, man. Kings. Yeah. We will not serve their gods, man, or the golden images that they've set up, man.
Them. That's what he's asking. Who are those? Some Christian people.
Yeah, fire for them. Yeah, we will not serve their gods that they've set up, man. Go on, keep it.
Verse 19. Then was Nebuchadnezzar full of fury, and the form of his visage was changed against Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Therefore he spake and commanded that they should heat the furnace 7 times more than it was.
How many times?
7 times more than it was.
Want to be heat. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and to cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men who took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up in haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire?
Yeah, wait. Man was shook. Like, wait. I swear we cast 3 guys into the fire. We wanted to kill these niggas, man. Let's bring them in the fire, man.
Then they answered and said unto the king, True, O king. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose.
How many?
I see 4 men loose.
Yeah, man, that's what, there was 3 in there. But there's 4 in there now, man. Where this other guy come from? Who's this other guy in there?
Walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God.
There you go, man. If you're on the side of the Most High, then the chastisement, it's not going to happen to you, man. But we read it, that was the message of the day, right? The sons and daughters, we get chastised and we hear, alright? But if we will feel if we don't hear, man. But if we hear, we won't feel. And the first commandment is, have no other images, man.
Come.
And on that, I'm going to pass it on to the Nazarite News. I hope you was edified. Come,